G'day folks, my name's Jaiden Drought with the Farm Trader magazine. Here we are at the beautiful Waimumu Field Days. We're on the JJ stand, and in front of me and behind me is the TMC range of mulchers. Now these mulchers are made in Spain. I've got Grant with me from JJ's. Mate, so you said before they just manufacture mulchers and there's about 400 different varieties. So talk us through some of the features that, you know, is probably going to be useful for the New Zealand market.
Well, that's correct. That's all TMC Kinsella do is build mulchers. They build 4 ranges of mulchers. So they build agriculture, forestry, stones, and then they do hydraulic, which is for the front of diggers and so forth. Around about 460 different models within that range. So generally, if someone's after a mulcher, if these guys don't build it, it's not built.
Yeah, it's not worth doing.
Correct.
Okay, so let's just start with this one here. So we've got the TJL range. So what are the? So this is obviously an agricultural one. Drive in the middle with drive at both ends, so direct drive from both ends, is that correct?
Correct, you've got two, in TJL you've got 2 ranges. So this one here is just your TJL, drives off to one side of the machine.
Yep.
TJL2 means it's a split gearbox, so you've got belts on both sides.
Yep.
So obviously the heavier the work you get into, the more
Double
you'll
drive.
possibly look at this style of machine.
Yep.
Both machines are hydraulically offset, so they go on the back of the tractor. You got a ram it'll push it out either left or right, so
Yep.
you can go either side of your tractor with the machines as well.
And so this here is a 3.2?
3.2 metre here,
Yep.
and a 3 metre behind us.
And so what is the range, you know, like so?
TMC Kinsella will do anything from a ½ metre wide mulcher through to 6 metres wide, which is like a triple system on a tractor.
Yeah, and that's obviously hydraulic and all the rest of it still mounted. Yep.
Yep.
And so we've got some other cool things over there. So what, like that one over there, that's for roadside, is it? That's 3-point linkage mounted but offset?
Correct. TDR is designed really for roadsides, berm mowing, banks of rivers and so forth. So the machine offsets out the side of the tractor. It'll turn up to 90 degrees, so it'll mow vertically, and it'll go down to a 45-degree angle downhill as well.
Okay. And obviously you've got front and rear mounted options too with rollers and bits and bobs, so...
Correct, like so that, for example, if it was a roadside mowing person, you'd run a TMS mulcher like we've got over here on the front of the machine, that on the rear, and then if you only wanted one machine, the TMS here can be mounted on the front or the rear of the machine, depending on what application you're doing.
And so obviously we've got different flail options as well.
These guys on their mulchers have got about 12 different options of flail that you can use. You can use a wide flail, a hammer flail. Hammer flails are short, long, wide, narrow. It's just, every configuration.
Yeah, okay. And obviously you've got hydraulic tail doors and bits and bobs for those guys that need to adjust that sort of stuff.
Correct, and each model is built for a specific job. So you know, there is a general mulcher, but if you've got a job that you want to do, they build a machine for that particular job.
Okay, perfect. And so you were saying you guys direct import, so from the factory straight to you guys?
Correct, yep. So we're the only importer in New Zealand. There isn't an actual importer in the middle of the importation and retail side of it, so it takes one margin out of it. So that means that we've got probably one of the best mulchers produced in the world at some of the best prices you'll ever see.
Perfect. Guys, come down to check out the JJ site. If you're at the field days, the locals would love your support, and particularly if you want to save yourself one margin, to cut out the wholesaler and come and check out JJ's.